One knew like what the problem is here. And I checked with Zoom. Yeah, redirecting. Okay, I think we're live now.
Yolanda, can you check on, do you have another device there that you could check, or anyone who's got another device nearby to see whether we are live on our Facebook page?
Oh, let me check too.
I'm checking.
Yeah, I just realized I could check, I could find it another way, just go onto the city.
Okay, so that one's not working either.
Oh.
It did the same thing with only 28 seconds.
It looks like it's live to me. It says May 20th, 4 minutes ago live from the Facebook.
And do you see us there? Can you hear us talking and all that?
Yep.
You can hear
But
me?
look again at it. I think it's just 20 seconds, Yolanda.
Okay, hold on.
Hey, Rhonda.
Hello, sorry, I'm running late.
Yep, it's no longer live. It was just 4 minutes.
You already know you want to hear from every Friday.
Okay. It is going live.
Is it working, Karen?
It's on our other Facebook page. It's not on the community page.
It's being recorded somewhere?
Yes.
And can we ultimately transfer that as a record to our?
We can.
Yeah.
So I'm just posting it. But we are being recorded.
Okay.
So it's just not on our community preservation page. It's on the CPC page that I don't use. It was just to establish Facebook. So it's not on there.
So somebody from outside can,
So yes, so it is visible.
okay.
And I'm trying to get it over to the CPC page. And since no one really looks at this page, I guess we could wait another minute and let me see if I can do that.
Yeah, either that or can you post something on our regular page that says, here's where the meeting is tonight, go to here?
I could do that.
Well, I would say put something on our regular page that says, due to technical difficulties, you will find the meeting live at did it.
Okay. All right, that's what I'm going to do that. Okay. At least it's being recorded, so
All right. Hey, Judy. We've had some technical issues again, so the meeting is just now getting started.
yeah, so welcome, everyone.
All right. Well, Karen, do you want to start with your usual blurb?
Yes, I am gonna do that. Good grief, this is ridiculous. Okay. We're just starting here. So the time now is 6:15. My name is Karen Lee, Administrator for the Community Preservation Committee. Welcome, everyone. This meeting tonight is being live streamed on another page and recorded. Meetings are available for live as well as recording after the meeting. If you want to make any public comments about the voting that takes place tonight or in general, please send us a comment to Community Preservation Committee, Springfield City Hall, 36 Court Street, Springfield, Mass., or an email to cpc@springfieldcityhall.com. Our telephone number here is 413-530-1268. We will continue to meet remotely until further notice. And welcome, everyone. The chair of our meeting or chair of our committee is Bob McCarroll, and he can take it from here. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you, Karen. Welcome, everyone. With us tonight is our Conservation Commission Representative Juanita Martinez, our Park Commissioner Representative Clinton Harris, the Historical Commission Representative Judy Kroll, Neighborhood Representative Steve Bosworth, Yolanda Consul, another neighborhood representative, Rhonda Sherrill, another neighborhood representative, and I'm Bob McCarroll. I represent the Springfield Preservation Trust, Inc. So the first item of business tonight is to approve the minutes of our previous meeting. You should have received them. If we could have a motion to adopt.
So moved.
A second. Okay, and any corrections or alterations? If not, we'll do the voting. Juanita,
Yes.
Clinton,
Yes.
Steve,
Yes.
Yolanda,
Yes.
Judy,
Yes.
Rhonda. Rhonda, you're muted.
Yes.
Okay, and Bob is yes. The next order of business is to continue doing the voting on recommendations for projects to send to the city council. At our last meeting, we recommended 13 projects that added up to about $2.5 million. We have a little more than $900,000 that we can still recommend. And we're now looking at those projects that scored lower down in the twos. Altogether, they are asking for more than $1 million. So there's clearly not enough money to do all of them. And therefore, this time, as we order the discussion, folks have been asked to prioritize the 7 projects that are in that category. And Karen, can you bring up the spreadsheet? Okay, so if we remember that your top project would be a number 1, your second would be a number 2, then a number 3, all the way down to number 7. And so why don't we do this? We'll go through the people who sent it in, just so it will be up. If they could speak the order of their projects, and then those that haven't yet sent them in, we will have that take place. So Clinton, do you want to start off?
Sure. Thank you, Bob. I appreciate it. Yes. So my number 1 project is the Springfield Performing Arts. They're looking for 222,200.
Clinton, you don't have to talk other than the rank and the project.
Sounds good.
Okay.
My second is Springfield Museums. My third is DM Renaissance Development. My fourth is Medical Church. My fifth is Naylor Nation Real Estate. My sixth is Community Academy.
Let me get in front so I can make my picture. I'll talk to you later. Okay, bye-bye. Where's mine? Mine's at the office too, so bring mine too.
What?
My phone, my coat is on the back of the chair.
Rhonda, you need to mute.
Rhonda, you need to mute yourself.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Sorry,
Good.
Clinton, continue.
That's fine. My last one is Nautica Street Community Farm.
Okay. All right. Juanita?
Okay, number 1 is Doyle Trail Ave. And I have number 2 here, the Elijah Blake House. That was a mistake. Number 2 is the Ames House, the roof. Number 3 is 52 Sumner Avenue. Number 5 is Kavanaugh.
Hold on, Juanita, you're making a change here. Let me,
Oh, okay,
okay, so your first choice is the Doyle Trail.
right. The
The
second
second-
is Ames House. The third is 52 Sumner. Fourth is Kavanaugh.
Okay,
5 is Revitalize Our Church. 6 is Lot 47. And 7 is Elijah Blake.
is that right?
Mm-hmm.
All
Okay,
right. Steve, would you list yours, please?
Sure. Number 1 is Kavanaugh. Number 2, Revitalize Our Church. 3 is Ames House Historic Resource Rehab. 4, Doyle Avenue Trail. 5, I think it's 52 Sumner Stained Glass Rehabilitation. 6, Elijah Blake House Preservation. And 7, Lot 47 Goldenrod.
Thank you. Yolanda, if you would list yours. Yolanda, you there? Are you muted?
Yep, sorry. Okay, my choices are for number 1 is the trail. Number 2, well, Doyle Trail. Number 2 is hold on one second, the Kavanaugh Project. Number 3 is is that? Oh, hold on. Let me just do it this way. I put it in my notes. Okay, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, number 1 is the Doyle Project. Number 2, Kavanaugh. Number 3, the Springfield Performing Arts. Number 4, Springfield Museum. Number 5, Lot 47. Number 6, the Ames House. And then number 7 is the church.
Thank you, Yolanda.
Thank you.
And my choices were number 1, the Ames House, number 2, the Doyle Trail, number 3, revitalizing our church, number 4, 52 Sumner Avenue, number 5, the Kavanaugh Project, number 6, Blake House, and number 7, the Goldenrod Street houses. All right, so
You know,
Judy?
I have a question here before we start. The scores that you got, like, doesn't reflect the lower, because isn't number 1 the best? The
Yes,
one, right? So
Yes.
that the higher the score is not necessarily, am I interpreting this wrong? But the higher the score is a lower, because
correct.
the lower numbers
will-
get,
we will start discussing those projects that have the lower scores first. Because
oh,
those
okay.
were the
Oh, yeah,
projects
yeah.
that scored higher for everybody.
Okay,
Okay,
yes, because
So-
all right, because the way it looks here is would be higher is good, but okay, never mind.
now, Judy, you have yours ready to go?
Yes, I do.
All right,
My number 1 is the Kavanaugh Project. My number 2 is the Elijah Blake House. My number 3 is the 52 Sumner. My number 4 is the Ames House Resource Rehabilitation. My number 5 is Revitalize Our Church, the Ecumenical Church. Number 6 is the Doyle Avenue Trail, and number 7 is Lot 47 Goldenrod.
okay. So, Rhonda, are you ready with your list?
Yes.
All right,
Okay, number 1 is the trail. Number 2 is the performing arts. Number 3 is Kavanaugh Project. Number 4 is the Doll House, I think it was. I can't really see it.
it
On
would
my
be the
phone.
Blake House.
The Blake House, okay, yeah.
Yeah,
Okay. And number 5 is the Sumner Avenue. Right? Am I correct? 5? Am I at 5?
no, Sumner Avenue, you voted as number 2.
Yes. Well,
That was number 2.
okay.
So you had Doyle Avenue Trail as your first pick. Then you had
Right.
52 Sumner Avenue as your second pick. Then you
Okay.
had Kavanaugh as your
No.
third, Blake House as your fourth.
Okay, I'm taking not the Blake House. I want the performing arts as my I want the performing arts as my first.
As
That's
your
what I'm
first,
Yeah, the performing arts.
not,
Yes.
not, okay, so,
And then the trail.
okay.
That's right.
Right, then Kavanaugh is your third, Blake
Yes.
House is your fourth, okay.
Yeah.
So now what's your fifth?
The Sumner Avenue,
So Sumner Avenue is,
my fifth.
No,
you've already picked that as your first.
first.
No, my first was performing arts.
That's the one that's at 52 Sumner
Oh,
Avenue.
okay. I'm just looking at okay, that's the one. I'm straight now.
Okay,
Okay. All right. I'm straight now. Because I'm having a hard time seeing it. You know what I'm saying?
well, that's why you were supposed to make a written list before you came.
I know.
So the
know.
remaining projects are Revitalize Our Church, which is on Eastern Avenue, the new house on Goldenrod Street, and the Ames House.
Okay, I want Ames House.
as your fifth, okay.
Yeah. And I already picked the Blake House, right?
Correct. So
Okay.
your choice is the Eastern Avenue Revitalize Our Church or Goldenrod Street as your
I'll do
sixth,
revitalize our church.
as sixth, okay.
Yeah.
And then Goldenrod becomes 7,
Yes, that's correct.
okay. And
So we don't have Willie here, right? Here, let me take this down for a minute.
Karen, did Gloria send you her stuff?
No,
okay. If you could put that back up just for a second, I'm writing down the numbers, Karen. Okay. So based on this, the order of discussion will be first, the Kavanaugh project, followed by 52 Sumner Avenue, followed by the Doyle Avenue Trail, followed by Ames House, then Elijah Blake, then Revitalize Our Church, and then Goldenrod Street. Does that look correct to everybody?
Mhm.
yep.
So we're doing the lowest score is the first one we're gonna discuss?
Correct, because the lowest score got
Okay.
the more of the top
Yep.
vote.
Yeah. Okay. Can we sort it by the score?
Yep.
That's just me.
Yep.
Maybe.
So does anyone want to change their mind or anything, or this is it?
No,
All right.
Well, actually, Karen, I think what would be helpful now is to go to the spreadsheet that you use that keeps track of how much money we've allocated and what we have left to allocate.
Okay.
I've made the list of this, so we know the order in which we will discuss these projects.
Okay.
I think she already did that. She already did that, Bob.
The order, yeah, but you want to go back to this sheet, right?
Yes, so this is the sheet where you now, as we vote, we enter into a cost. And we make sure that we don't over allocate.
Right. So what's remaining here is 957,159. Is that what you have, Bob?
Well, I don't, yeah, that's my recollection of what we have.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So if we could have a motion, so we have something to discuss regarding the Kavanaugh project.
I'll make that motion.
I'll
Okay.
second it.
All right, and I'm assuming Clinton and Steve that's for the full $300,000.
Yes. I
Okay.
assume that.
So, anyone want to make a comment?
It's actually listed at 350,000.
Well, yeah, but we don't, you're
Okay.
right, we don't give more than 300, so,
I was just making a comment.
yes, yeah, thank you. Oh, okay.
No, my recollection was for that this is more I'm trying to think. I'm losing a track of thought. What Kavanaugh asked for specifically in terms of, it's not like a roof here. I don't think we have a roof. It's more subsumed in the general contracting situation. right?
Yeah,
That's-
they had said they would use it first to finish the exterior work.
Yeah,
And then whatever left would go toward the general interior build out of
right.
the building.
So unlike a roof, we don't have a clean cutoff here. At the same time, 300,000 will deplete our existing fund significantly if we did this. So I'm thinking, given the circumstances of the Kavanaugh ask, that a lesser amount will still go, in a pari passu fashion to what they need to do. So I'm thinking, I'm thinking something like 200,000. Just a thought. Any comments on that? I mean, I can make a motion for that, but I guess I want to get some feedback.
I have a right to avoid that conversation. And the phone company obviously agrees with me, otherwise they wouldn't have.
Can somebody please put themselves on mute?
Yeah,
There's
there's
some
something.
noise in the background.
Yeah. So
So I-
right now, the motion is to recommend 300,000 for the Kavanaugh project.
Right.
Steve is suggesting less. And before he makes a motion, he's looking for feedback. Anyone have any comment?
I agree, maybe giving them half. I agree with Steve.
Yeah. I also agree with giving him something. It's a good project. I mean, the thing with the Kavanaugh project that's so good is that it is going to provide so much more housing, 37 units. So, but I also think that if we gave them the 200 or half that Yolanda was saying, the project will still continue.
Yes, so it will be helpful. And yes, the point is that these are units too that are unique in many senses compared to the other things that we're looking at too, which is also a good thing in terms of they're tailored to be small units that in some cases that formerly homeless people will be able to utilize. So I think that's real plus. So anyway, yeah. Does someone want to make a motion? Will I make a motion? I'll make a motion. I make a motion that we amend the existing motion to change the amount to $150,000.
Second.
I'll second that.
Okay, any other further discussion? Not hearing, not hearing anyone else, I guess my comment is this is going to provide a good number of housing units, and I would give them the full funding. So that being said,
You know what? Can we see what happens at the end? I mean, we may, as we progress, we may find that we don't have as much interest in some of the others, and we could go back and make that one higher. Is that possible?
We could reconsider that at the end of the meeting if that's what the committee wants
Okay.
to do. And
Yeah,
Okay.
I like that, Juanita.
Yeah, because I mean, the reality is that this one really does, it provides a lot of housing. It's not like, for example, Goldenrod,
Lot
which is,
47, yeah.
which is one house. This
Which one
is
house?
providing a lot more units.
Units,
More
yeah.
bang for the buck on this one.
yeah.
That was the reason why I
That's-
supported it at all, because of the housing concerns here in the city.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's why I made that's why at the beginning I changed that as my choice and removed one of the lot orders because like Bob had said previously that this was a lot more units than just one lot, so or a single family. So yeah. So if we could table it or whatever and see what we get through this list, and then if we can give them the a lot more, that would be
well,
that would be feasible.
What we're going to do is we're going to vote on the amendment to reduce the recommendation to 150. If that passes, that then becomes the main motion and we will vote on that. If
Okay.
that fails, we revert back to the main motion that Clinton made, which is to recommend 300,000.
Mhm.
If we end up voting to reduce it at the end of the meeting, if there's money, then I will entertain a motion to increase the recommendation, but we're going to take a vote now on how much to give them. Everyone following that?
Yes.
Yes.
So right now, the vote we're going to be taking is on the amendment to do a recommendation of 150,000. So, we'll start with the maker of the motion, Steve.
Yes.
Okay. Juanita,
Yes.
Clinton,
No.
all right. Rhonda,
Yes.
Yolanda,
Yes.
and I think the only person left is me, and I'm voting no. Okay.
I have to vote. I say
Oh,
no.
Judy. So I'm sorry, Judy.
That's
I
okay.
can't see everyone. So
I'm a no.
no. All right.
Hmm.
But it is 4 votes to reduce the recommendation to 150, 3 not to. So the motion prevails. So now we go to voting on the general motion, which is to recommend to City Council 150,000. And once again, we'll do Steve,
Yes.
Juanita,
Yes.
Rhonda,
Yes.
Yolanda,
Yes.
Clinton,
No.
Judy,
No.
and Bob is a yes. So it's there are 5 yeses and 2 nos. So that recommendation will be 150,000 to the City Council. All right, the next lowest scoring,
Bob,
yeah.
I have a quick question. If you had voted no previously, but then yes for city council, why is that 2 different votes? Why is one a no and then one's a yes?
I was not in favor of
Okay.
lowering the recommendation. So I voted no against the motion to lower the recommendation to 150,000. I am still in favor of the project, even with a lower recommendation.
Okay. Thank you for explanation.
Yep.
Still learning here.
Okay, so 52 Sumner Avenue. This is the facility on Sumner Avenue that is asking for $222,255,000 to restore their stained glass windows. So, do we have a motion that includes an amount?
I make a motion to approve the Springfield Performing Arts Venture for the stained glass windows at the $222,255.
I second that.
Okay. Any discussion?
I'm trying to see whether there was any break point in this particular one, but I can't find I had it this afternoon, but I can't find my packet now for this one.
I think this was just for the windows.
This is just the windows, right? So
Mhm.
That's right, yeah.
if you don't give them
So-
the whole amount, they just do fewer windows, right?
Correct. I mean, in my mind, this is not that much different than the Springfield Museum, Fine Arts Museum, where we funded them over several years.
Right.
Or the Kilroy House, where we funded
Mhm.
them over several years. So I frankly would welcome a motion that lowers the recommendation, and they can come back next year for another round of window work, but
Yeah,
it's up to someone to make that motion, not the chair.
yeah, no, I also agree with that, because then that would give us, free up some other monies to give everybody a little bit of something here.
Right.
The question is what? So they're asking for, uh, skip me.
They're asking for 222,000.
Right. They're at, but I was just trying to see if there was a better breakdown. Well, like, I don't know how much each window cost.
Yeah, I can't find that.
Yeah. Can we go with maybe 125?
We can go with whatever people want to do, and they will simply fit their window restoration into that budget.
Yeah,
Can I make a motion to lower it to 125?
Okay, is there a second for that?
Second,
I second it.
All right, so now there's discussion on the motion to amend the recommendation down to 125,000. Is there any discussion on this?
does anybody have the grant? I'm still just trying to see if that could be broken down.
yeah, I can't.
That's what
find
I'm trying to look for, and I can't find it.
It's some offer for some of the windows, yeah.
Well, if you find their application, it is in the back of the application.
Do you have it right there, Bob?
Yeah,
And so,
I mean, there are a variety of different windows here. Ranging for some that cost 71,000, series of windows. So it is indeed broken down.
how many windows in total?
Oh,
Oh, I'm sorry, I thought they'd be there.
a lot of windows.
So it talks here about Windows 1A and A2. And that's 38,000. And it's Windows B1 through B6. And that's $11,950 per window. So 71,700. Then Windows C1 and C2. So it's, I don't know the exact number of windows, but they certainly have it broken down that it can be done in segments.
Okay,
Well, then I think 125 is good then, because that gives them at least the first sets of windows with the labor cost, well, whatever, just being covered as the windows, correct? And then they can come back next year for the remainder.
Correct.
Yep, makes sense.
Okay, any other discussion on the motion to reduce the recommendation to 125? Hearing none, we will then take the vote. So, Yolanda,
Yes.
Rhonda,
Yes. Yes.
Juanita,
yes,
Steve,
Yes,
Clinton,
No.
Judy,
No,
and Bob is a yes. So 5 in favor. We now go to the main motion to recommend to the city council 125,000 for 52 Sumner Avenue. Yolanda,
Yes.
Rhonda,
Yes.
Juanita,
Yes,
Steve,
Yes.
Bob. Oh, Bob, not Bob. It's me. Clinton,
Yes.
Judy,
No.
and Bob is a yes. All right, so the motion passes. The next one is the Doyle Avenue Trail. That was asking for a huge sum of $28,900. So a motion?
I make a motion.
I'll
Okay.
second.
All right, any discussion?
Well, I mean, this was one of the projects I thought was a very good project. I saved it for the end because I knew we were gonna have $28,000 or $29,000. So yeah, I think it's a worthwhile project. It seems to have neighborhood commitment, and yeah, I think it's a good project.
I agree.
Any other comments? All right, so Juanita,
Yes,
Yolanda,
Yes.
Clinton,
Yes.
Judy,
Yes.
Steve,
Yes.
Rhonda,
Yes.
and Bob is a yes. Did I get everyone? Yes, okay. Well, that one was easy. All right. The next in order is Ames.
do we have to recommend it to the city council?
That was the vote we just took.
Oh, okay, I didn't
I mean,
realize it
because
had
there
done
was,
that.
there was.
Oh, right, we
no
weren't
mo-
changing
there-
it.
Yeah, correct. There was no motion
Okay.
to amend.
Yeah.
All right. So the next one is Ames House restoration. So we need a motion,
I'll make a motion.
all right? And that's for the full 300,000. Okay. Is there a second to that motion?
Second.
All right. So discussion,
This
So
is one of
there-
those, oh, go ahead, Steve.
Yeah, this is one that it's sort of one of those cliff ones. You've got a roof repair of 106,590 for this one. And they've got two other properties too that need roofs, but hey, it's probably the most significant one of them all. So I'm inclined to just go for the roof on this one. Before I make such an amendment, I would love to hear some input from others.
I
Well-
agree with you, Steve, because this is one of those I mean, the house, if the roof isn't fixed, the house is gonna just rot away. So the roof is important, as the roof is important for the other two in on that property as well, but yeah, if it's, what was it for just the roof, 100 and what?
106,590.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would go with covering the roof. At least start there.
I would go with covering all three of those roofs, but they're not on the list here.
They're not there yet. They're still down in the ones, right? Got two of them in the ones and one in the twos.
Mhm.
Okay, I'm gonna make a motion to amend the motion on the floor to put the amount at, let's say, $115,000 just to cover contingencies.
Is that hard enough?
Oh, Steve, I thought you said it was 167 for everything.
No, 106, it's 106,590. So I'm saying,
Oh, 106, 590. Okay, I got you.
I think 115 should cover it.
Yeah, I agree.
So that's the motion is for 115.
Right. And just to clarify, you remember the discussion, the roof that, I'm gonna call it the temporary roof that's now on the building after the tornado is not the same shape of the roof that existed before the tornado. So I think the motion needs to be included in that is that this is to rebuild the roof as it was prior to the tornado.
So that would be more than 115,000.
Well, they sent us, we asked that question, and they sent us the fact that the roof would cost, to do it as it was previously, would add another 41,600 to the project cost.
I think that was the, right.
However, I mean, the other thing that just makes it complicated, they gave us 2 roof bids for the roof as it is now. One of them was for slate and one of them was for architectural shingle asphalt. The house
But
only had an asphalt roof before the tornado.
Right, that's true.
but we're also
Bigger
we're
figure.
also weighing on. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No,
Sorry,
go
Steve.
ahead. Yeah, that's true. The other one was 38,760 for the asphalt roof. But I don't know if that includes the architectural completion on either of those. That
And we're
40
also waiting on the fact that I think, with management and everything changing, we're still up in the air with all of this stuff. So even if they get approved, to make sure that it's even going to get done, with just so much of what they're even going through internally, even with management. So
Well, if it
giving them
doesn't,
something is something.
correct. I mean, obviously they don't get the money until the work is done. They have to upfront the money. That's all of our non-municipal awardees have to do the work first. And then they get reimbursed.
Right. So we could just be sitting with the money, or you know what I'm saying? It's like it sounded
Well-
kind of a lot was going on when they were meeting with us.
Yeah,
Right.
well, definitely. So at this point,
Oh,
we have,
right.
did somebody second it or not? Don't second it yet if you haven't. Was it seconded, Bob, Karen?
I don't think so.
Okay, let's just keep that open for a minute. So if we're going to do a motion, Bob, your suggestion might be that it's for providing money for the more historic roof, that it also will complete the architectural look that it had prior to the tornado.
Yes. I mean, I think that's important, given that, the house historically looked different than it now looks
Yeah,
since the tornado.
yeah, the huge portico is gone or whatever it was. I withdraw my motion at this point. I gotta think about it some more.
So are you motioning or not?
No, the motion is withdrawn since it
So
was.
the motion to amend, so what is then here on the table is the $300,000 that they had asked for.
Right. I'm just trying to figure out if there's a $40,000 increment based upon restoring the architectural style that existed before the tornado, that we got to take that into account too if we're making that a condition.
So
Correct.
if the original price was 106 and change, then maybe giving them a little bit more, like 155, that maybe could help cover, maybe bringing it back to that roof setting. to the original, at least giving them a little extra instead of giving them the whole 300,000, since there's already they're already getting 3 different awardee monies, right?
Right.
They're,
And
They're set-
each one is 300,000.
well, they're not getting
I-
it because, I mean, this is the first of the 3. They submitted 3 different applications.
Right.
There's no guarantee that those other applications that are further on down the list will get funded.
Okay.
Well,
Well,
I agree with Yolanda giving them 155
yeah.
for that, because you got to get the roof done so you don't destroy the rest of the house inside.
Yep.
All right. So Yolanda, your motion is to recommend 155,000 or 150?
155,000, I feel like is a good number for them.
All right, 155,000, and then to rebuild the roof in its pre-tornado form, with architectural shingles, which is what was there in its pre-tornado condition. All right,
Yes.
I second it.
All right, good.
all right. So that's the amendment, correct?
I like it. I like it.
So
Yes.
we will, so any further discussion on amending the recommendation down to 155,000 to rebuild the roof as it was pre-tornado? If not, we will have a vote on it, on the amendment. All right, so Yolanda,
Yes.
Rhonda,
Yes.
Juanita,
Yes,
Steve,
Yes.
Clinton,
No.
Judy,
Yes.
and Bob is a yes. Okay. So now we're voting on the amended motion to recommend to the city council $155,000 for Ames House roof. All right. Yolanda,
Yes.
Rhonda,
Yes.
Juanita,
yes,
Steve,
Yes.
Clinton,
Yes.
Judy,
Yes.
Bob is a yes. Okay. So the next one is Blake House.
Oh, how much are we-
Karen, how are we doing for money?
Yeah, I was gonna ask that same question. Where are we at this point?
We're at 2,509,397.
So we have about $1 million left.
Well, we can't
No.
have about $1 million left because
Yeah,
No, we can't have $1 million.
somebody
left.
cook the
Hold on.
books.
Well, isn't it 3,500,000?
well, yeah, but we just allocated,
We only had
Yeah,
19
so it's 2,000,000
left.
I'm sorry. That was from the undesignated reserve. So when you add up the open space, the historic and the
Oh.
housing, then it comes to 2,548,797 that you've already spent. So the balance
oh,
is,
no. If you have 2,500,000 and you're gonna add to it 266, 266, and 266, that gets you to something like 3,400,000. That total reserves can't be correct.
oh, yeah, okay. The reason is it's this column here that it's not adding up because I didn't, hold on, let me. Did we vote on the Blake? We did not,
No,
right?
No.
Not yet. No.
All right, I'm sorry, let me, move this over here. Okay.
I'll do a quick thing here, 957. We got what, so far, 150, 155.
All right, so we spent $3,007,697. So we're almost there.
How much do we have left then? 50,000? No,
No.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. How much should we do on the stained glass? Was 125 for the stained glass? Actually add up what we spent so far. 125, 150, 155, and 28. Let's see. That's like we should have like $400,000 or so left, 300 and some $90,000 left. So I think I'll get my calculator out.
Hold on. So we had 957,159
Yes,
left. That's what we had to work with.
right.
All right, hold on.
hey, Willie, are you just arriving? Did I miss you on the previous votes?
I just sent Willie the, he wasn't able to get on, so I just sent him the new, yeah.
I see, okay.
And
We should have like around 900,000 left. No, I'm sorry. I mean, that's not right. I'm sorry. I subtracted wrong.
okay, I'm doing it right now. 125.
Yeah, somebody get it. I'm not good at this. I added something twice or we spent 458 approximately.
All right, so all right, I'm getting 498,000, just short of 500,000 left.
That
Okay.
makes sense. Why do I?
Yeah,
Does make
our
sense.
total reserves are 3,505,000, right? And we're at about 3 million, a little over 3 million. So yeah, we would have just short of 500,000 left.
Isn't this an Excel spreadsheet? Isn't it supposed to like break down the numbers for us as we add it?
Would hope.
Well, it's not telling us what we have left. I mean, you have to do the math there. So we've spent a little over 3 million, and we had the reserves of 3,505,956. So if you subtract that, but that's not what this is. It's not a subtraction. It's just giving
No, I
you.
thought we would just subtract all the ones we just voted on with the
With the
amount
lump sum.
from the
957.
957, 159.
Yeah, that's
Right.
So all the.
And that's what it did.
changed.
There's the total down there, three, yeah.
Well, not 3 million. I just want to know the difference between the 957, 159 minus all the stuff we just approved.
Say that again, Judy.
I have an email.
How much do we have left to play with? Is it about 500,000?
Well,
Just short of 500,000,
if-
yes.
Okay.
if where Karen's cursor is, she now puts in there minus 3,505,956, and that will give us what we have left.
Okay.
Minus 150.
Okay, so we got high finance going on here.
And so we have 3 projects left to review, right?
We should have like 498, 259.
Right, that exactly. That's what we have, just short of 500,000. 498,259.
okay.
We're still good. And we just have 3 other projects to go through.
Well, in the twos, and then if there's money
we have the
left,
one
then
and
then
zeros.
we will prioritize the ones.
But,
Gotcha.
yes, but we have 500,000, so we really don't have much.
Right.
Single part, 300 is,
I'd make a motion that we just take that 500,000, add it to the Kavanaugh project.
Well, we
And
don't,
be
we
done
don't
with
give, our policy's not to give more than 300,000.
No. Oh, 500. I'm sorry. 500,000. I was thinking of it. Never mind. I was thinking of 500. Never mind. I wasn't thinking. You're right.
Another 100.
Never mind.
So, all right, so we're now going to be discussing the Springfield Museum's application for Blake House.
Okay.
And if you remember, that was a multi $300,000 request that on the budget they gave us was for siding, windows, porch repair, soffits, painting, and roof.
Yes. And the roof.
Well, this is an interesting one because I don't think they ever said that the roof was leaking. The roof was problematic. So unlike the others where the petitioners told us that the roof had issues, I'm not here. I did not remember hearing that.
And how much was the roof, Bob?
Roof is 95,000.
95, yeah.
I mean, the one thing that truly needs work on the house is the front porch, which
Yeah.
is, you can see the floorboards are all rotted.
Yeah. It's
And
And
really-
how much is that?
That's a $40,000 project.
So
So
can
why
we
don't we
just
take
cover
the-
that?
Yeah.
We can if someone wants to make a motion.
I make a motion to cover just the port. Amend the amount and just do the dollar amount to cover the port.
Well, you're the original maker of a motion, Rhonda, so there doesn't have to be an amendment. You're making a motion that we recommend $40,000 for the porch at Blake House.
Yes.
Is there a second to that motion?
Second,
All right. So unless someone wants to either amend the recommended amount up or recommended the recommended amount down, this is discussion on the principal motion, 40,000 for the porch. Any other comments?
Just a question. 40,000 will repair the whole porch?
That's
That's their quote.
that's
That's what
in
they
their
said.
application.
Okay.
yeah. Saw that.
Any other comments, questions?
I would like to do the porch and painting.
Okay.
I think the clapboards need to be repaired, some of them, and painting the house.
What was the-
I agree with that.
How much was the painting, Bob?
75,000.
So the painting and the porch.
Yeah, so that would be 100.
115,000.
Okay, that's what I'm gonna motion.
Rhonda, you're changing your own motion to 115,000.
Yeah.
Yes.
To do the
Yes, because
porch and the
that I
painting.
was thinking that. I was saying, what about the painting? So after I said it, I was thinking about that too.
Okay, is there a second for Rhonda's new
Second.
motion? All right, so the discussion is now recommending 115,000 for the Springfield Museum's Blake House for porch and painting.
Yes.
Any
Is
other
paint-
comments?
Is the painting of the whole house
Yes,
or is it just the porch?
no,
Whole house.
not 75,000 to paint the whole house. It's
Whole
for
house.
the whole house, yeah.
Jesus.
They gotta do a power wash, they gotta replace some clapboard, it's gonna be. And then paint the whole house.
They have a lot of alligatoring. If you remember, I asked them, I said 75,000, that's an awful lot. And they said they really needed to do a lot of prep work to get rid of the years of paint on the structure.
Yes.
And that's definitely possible.
Oh, yeah. It's gonna be like a scrape and a power wash.
Yeah. You have to sand it down and everything.
It's a mess.
Okay, any other discussion on the motion of 115 for Blake House?
Here.
Pardon?
Greg.
Oh, all right, so we will take a vote then. Rhonda,
Yes.
okay, Judy,
Yes.
Steve,
Yes.
Juanita,
Yes,
Clinton,
No.
Willie,
Yes.
and Bob is a yes. Okay, the next
I didn't
one.
vote.
Oh,
Yolanda.
I'm sorry, Yolanda. Yolanda,
I'm okay with the 40,000. I'm just not okay with that. I think they could come back next year for the paint, but uh I'll go with a yeah.
okay,
it's not a yes or a no, it's a yeah.
It's a yeah, yeah. Yes.
Okay, so you have 383,259 left.
Well,
okay. So the next one is revitalizing our church on 205 Eastern Avenue. And this also in their budget was broken down, was 151,000 to repair the slate roof that was leaking, 140,000 masonry, and 9,000 for window work.
I make a motion, we repair the roof at how much?
151,000,
Yeah,
second.
okay? Any further discussion? Again, any other comment before we take the vote? All right.
I agree, just the
so
roof.
It's just, the motion is 151,000 for the roof work.
Yes, I agree.
Okay,
you said
Mhm.
151,000?
yes, 151,000.
So let's give them 151,000. And it only, there it is. Whoa.
Okay, so we'll start the vote. Juanita,
Yes,
Rhonda,
Yes.
Yolanda,
Yes.
Judy,
Yes.
Steve,
Yes.
Clinton,
No.
Willie,
Yes.
and Bob is a yes. Okay,
Okay, 232,259,000 left.
so the next one is Lot 58 on Goldenrod Street, which the request was 300,000.
I don't really think we should give that much for a single family house. I'd rather fund Kavanaugh that's gonna have more apartments.
I agree with you, Rhonda.
I agree with Rhonda.
So I think what we need to do is, I suppose what we could do is entertain the motion to give more money to Kavanaugh. Kavanaugh was getting 150,000 as of the last vote, so we could amend to give them an additional amount up to 150,000 if someone wants to make that motion.
Could you clarify that again, Bob?
We've already voted to give Kavanaugh 150,000,
Okay.
but we can revisit that. And if someone wants to make a motion, we can give them as much as another 150,000, bringing them up to the 300,000. That's our cap.
And
Okay,
then
I'd
how-
like to make that a motion.
Okay, a second?
I'll
Second,
second.
All right. So I guess this is a motion then to give Kavanaugh an additional 150,000, which will bring them up to 300,000 recommendation.
Yes.
Any further discussion?
Yeah, then how much will we have left after that?
82,000, so.
82,000.
Because there was a question on the down payment from the city. Remember, we gave them
Yeah.
I'm
We gave
wondering,
them- They asked for 300, we gave them 200.
right,
So it didn't
could
divide right.
could we take the rest of that? And because if I recall, there was a text that there wouldn't be an even amount or something. Karen,
Well,
Yeah.
So Juanita, so are you speaking on that you don't want to give Kavanaugh the additional 150? Or are you speaking on what we should do with the remaining money after?
no, well, I'm speaking, the reason I'm doing this now is because there was a concern that if they didn't get, Karen, could you just explain? I forget what the text
Yeah, but
was.
Juanita, I
It's
guess. my
only
point-
200, it's only 2,500. So there's enough after the
Oh,
cap.
okay. So then we can talk about that later. All right.
Yes.
That's what I
Yes.
needed to know before we voted this one. Okay.
So the motion is to recommend an additional 150,000 for Kavanaugh, which will bring them up to 300,000.
Right.
Any further discussion before we take the vote?
I would just like to understand why we're not doing the goldenrod vote.
We're gonna give them the remainder, right?
No.
Of the
No.
87?
No.
Oh,
Well,
Sure.
we
Yeah,
will
I
then
guess
have a
I
vote.
just, for my clarity, I want to know why we're jumping back to Kavanaugh to give them 150,000 before voting on goldenrod.
Well, I guess in the sense that the maker of the motion, which was, I think, Rhonda, felt that that was a better use of the money.
Okay.
As one
Yeah.
house as opposed to, because that's only.
I
for one house.
understand that, but I guess my question is why didn't we vote on goldenrod anyway?
Oh,
Like, we didn't vote on goldenrod. It was, yeah, we can. I thought we were gonna visit the Kavanaugh issue at the end of all the votes. I guess that's what I'm asking.
No, that's a fair question, because vote no on
Yeah.
golden, then have that money left.
I thought that we were gonna probably like not give lot 47 all the 300,000. We would cover the Kavanaugh for 300,000. Whatever was left over, we'd give to lot 47, a goldenrod. That's what I was under the assumption.
We don't have to do that. We could just, I mean, I think goldenrod's in such a situation that without the 300,000, it's not going to go ahead. That's my recollection.
Oh.
Yeah.
So they wouldn't be able to do the project at all
I
without
don't think
having
they
the
would-
whole
my
300,000.
recollection, now we saw like there's 4 or 5 of these single family houses, but virtually all of them had very little, other contributions. So I don't think they could do it on what would be left over. And I feel with everybody else, I feel that 300,000 for this, for one house is not a great bargain. We've already done the Habitat for Humanity house, you'll recall. And we did give a big amount for that, but that was our contribution to the single family houses, as I see it.
So wasn't did any other vote go through on the higher numbers for any of the lots? Because I know there was what, two lots, right?
There were,
Um,
yeah, there were 1, 2, 3.
What is your question, Yolanda? Where did the other housing projects stand in the rankings?
yeah.
Well, they were even
With this
lower.
with this designer. with the Naylor designer? Wasn't there, what, didn't they come, they had two separate projects, didn't one already pass?
They had, no,
No.
they had two separate projects and the other project ranked lower than this one.
Okay, all right.
But they did
Um,
have the parent villages. Maybe that's where you got confused there.
I probably got confused with the elevator project with then the two lots. Okay, yeah, then I did get kind of confused with that. But you know, if they can't do the project with, you know, the remaining money, then I would say that they would be able to, then there would be no point in giving them whatever would be left if they can't do the project at all. I could see if they could, you know, if they said that they could lay down maybe a foundation and then come back next year, you know, for the remaining of the funds. But it
I
is
mean,
just a single family home for 300,000. That's a
Well-
lot of money for a single family, if you ask me.
Yeah, I mean, the problem I have with the proposal is they have chosen a model house that has 2.5 baths and an attached garage and cost almost $600,000 to build, when there are other houses that were on the market for a little under 400 that were brand new. So theirs is
Right.
an expensive house that requires a huge CPA write-down. And I just think our money is better spent on projects like Kavanaugh than it is on a single family. The other issue, and this did not come up in the discussion, but there is something in the state CPA law that, and I'll read it to you. It says, with respect to community housing, the CPA shall recommend wherever possible that the reuse of existing buildings or construction of new buildings on previous developed lots. And this is not one of those cases. This is the, you know, the lots they're building on have mature oak trees. It's not like the Marshall Street project where a house got torn down, or the Habitat project where a house got torn down. This is on land that's never had a house.
So this is virgin land,
It's virgin land and
breaking into it, you
Yeah.
know, right then and there. Okay, no,
I mean-
that's a lot more.
I mean, the law doesn't ban us. It doesn't forbid us from doing that. But it says we shall recommend wherever possible the reuse of buildings. So like the Brookings Elementary School was a building that got reused, or construction of new buildings on previously developed sites. That's the Gemini factory site that, you know, where the townhomes are going in. Anyway, that's my 2 cents worth.
That makes sense.
So I believe Rhonda had made a motion and it was seconded that we're going to increase our recommendation to Kavanaugh to 150,000.
Yes.
All right. Any other
You mean,
discussion?
no, you mean increase it by 150,000
50,000 to 300,000.
Okay.
Yep. Sorry. All right. Any other comments? All right, so we will then do the vote. Rhonda,
Yes.
Yolanda.
Did you hear me? Yes. Okay.
Yes. Yolanda,
Yes.
Juanita,
Yes.
Steve,
Yes.
Clinton,
Yes.
Judy,
No.
Willie,
Yes.
and Bob is a yes. Okay. So what do we have now, Karen? 82,000?
Yes.
All right. So we probably should finish out the twos, and that's Goldenrod Street. So we can certainly have a motion and a discussion. And if the motion is not successful, we will then look at the number ones that we have to see what we might want to do. Okay,
I'm still confused about the down payment, because we did get it, I need some clarification on that.
well, if the committee wants to vote to increase the down payment by that small amount that Karen meant that, we ended up voting on $200,000. They're giving 7,500 as down payment assistance. 7,500 does not go in an even number
Uh-huh.
to 200,000. And so if we want to increase it, it would be whatever it takes to get it to an even number.
That would be 2,250. So it's a matter of $2,250. It's not much. Couple thousand. So that way 27 homeowners would each receive 7,500 each. And if not, then 26 homeowners receive 7,500 and one homeowner receives only 5,000.
Yeah.
And then they have to kind of work their language in the program that says, well, if you're the last one that applies, you only get 5,000. Just it's less complicated, I guess.
Yeah. I
I'd
mean,
like to make the motion to raise that to that $2,500.
Okay.
Okay, motion made. Is there a second?
I'll second that.
Is there a discussion?
Yeah, I mean, I just feel like for that, again, it's one of those deals where you're helping more people. And for that little bit of money, I think we should just round it off to what it was. Had we known that at the beginning, we probably would have done that.
Yep.
Okay. All right, any other discussion? So the motion is to raise the recommendation of the Office of Housing's Down Payment Assistance Program by $2,250. All right, Juanita,
Yes,
Clinton,
Yes.
Rhonda,
Yes.
Yolanda,
Yes.
Steve,
Yes.
Willie,
Yes.
Judy,
Yes.
Bob is a yes. I think I got everyone. Okay,
So that
Oh, but
leaves us,
this means that there's no money left over for the ones. Is that correct?
well, no, there's still like 80,000. What's our amount, Karen?
79,759.
Well, we first have to have a vote. We have to have a motion and a vote on Goldenrod Street, and then we go into the ones.
I move that we fund Goldenrod at $300,000.
Well, you can't do that, Steve, because we don't have 300,000.
Oh, I'm sorry. You're right. I vote that we fund Goldenrod at $79,759.
Right? Second?
Second.
All right, discussion?
Uh,
All right, any
I,
discussion?
but that's a one house. We were just talking about that. I mean, that's,
Right. So if we say no, we voted it down. I'm going to vote against my motion.
oh, I see what you're saying. Okay, all right.
All right, any other discussion? All right, with that, we will take the vote. Steve,
No.
Juanita,
No,
Judy,
Yes.
Rhonda,
No.
Yolanda,
No.
Willie,
No.
Bob is a no. Okay.
Clinton,
Now-
no, Clinton.
Oh, Clinton, I'm sorry, Clinton. And
I'm gonna
Clinton?
vote maybe.
All right,
I'm, no,
we'll put, pardon? You're a no?
no.
All right. All right. So now we'll look at the ones. There were only 1, 2, 3, 4. There were 5 properties in the ones. 3 of them were big ticket items asking for the full 300,000. That's Wallace House up at Commonwealth Academy, the Demore Museum continuing with their windows, the Myrtle Street Playground, and then Immaculate Conception Church had a request for their stained glass windows and a request for their basement regular, let's call them regular windows.
Well, I'm hoping that we give some money to Myrtle Street, knowing that there's really no parks around here for the kids to play. In the summers, it's gonna be pretty empty over there, and I feel extremely bad for all the kids in our area, not having a single park, except for Hubbard Park, which is way down.
Anyone else have a comment as to a project?
Well, I'm kind of partial to the Immaculate Conception $50,000 one. We've given them 2 grants. They didn't get one last year. But
No,
it's-
we've only given, oh, have we given them 2? Yes, I guess.
we gave them one for the painting and one for
Painting.
some. I think
It
it
was
That was
just
it.
1 year, yeah, they just received 1 grant. They did apply for the stained glass last year, but it wasn't recommended.
Oh, I thought they were 2.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, it's just 1.
I guess I have to say that I'm not excited about doing basement replacement windows. I'd rather give them the money to do a portion of their stained glass windows.
Is
So-
Myrtle Street, what's the breakdown? Is there any small little thing in Myrtle? Yolanda, I saw that you wrote something about pickleball courts or something. Although that's would be more than that. Do you remember?
Oh, that's when I got confused with the number count of what we were supposed to pick, and that was
Oh.
for Nathan's bills.
Oh, okay.
But I am very sensitive with Myrtle Street because, my kids, I have kids in the neighborhood. I see that they just started doing some dig work at the plastic park, but who knows when that's going to be done. And then Myrtle Street is very active because of the neighborhood council, all the projects that they have going on. I mean, all the the student councils that they have, the kid councils, and just with them not having no park, it really does damper because there's a lot of homeless shelters, a lot of babies. It's a very, very utilized park. And not to have anything for those kids for this summer. And to me, a bored child is a very dangerous child.
Well,
There's a lot of projects around there, a lot of low income, a lot of shelters, the church, and there's really no playgrounds except for Hubbard Park in that particular area.
I guess the issue that I have with it is I'm looking at the budget. I'm not, out of a $300,000 budget, I'm not sure what we would say to
Yeah.
do with it, unless we
Yeah.
say, here's the money, do what you can.
And if
We-
they even could.
Do we even know if the park department, whether they get this or not, will do it,
Or they could squirrel it away and come back next year and ask for another, ask for another 300,000.
Yeah.
Makes sense. No,
I
it's
mean,
a pity.
sadly, nothing's gonna happen. It wouldn't be ready for this summer anyway.
Yeah,
sadly.
and it doesn't say anything about the amount on the splash pad, like even like a water
Splash
play
pad.
or.
From what I remember before, a splash pad cost $1 million. I still can't believe that,
Oh.
but that's,
Can you not see this budget?
I
that I have
kind of
up?
see it, but it's kind of low. Okay, I actually had to zoom in. Sorry, I see it now.
Was there a splash pad here? I don't see that.
No,
I
no.
thought that there was. Or was that last year's? Okay, so I see the playground.
last year, last year they wanted a fitness trail. And then they came back and said, no, didn't they decide that the neighborhood really wanted a children's playground?
Playground,
said
and then
that's
they
fine.
ripped up, right,
So-
and then they ripped
so
up the
we-
playground.
And we've paid for that. It may not have been installed, but I was under the impression that last year's grant was for, or whatever year it was for the playground.
Right, and didn't they take away something to put the playground in place, right? That originally it was supposed to be. Now I forgot, but then
Yeah,
they did come back for the playground. Yeah.
well, I guess let's scratch that, and they're just gonna have to come back for it, better, next year.
All right. So Karen, how much do we have now?
$79,759.
All right. Someone want to make a motion that we give it to Immaculate Conception for stained glass windows?
Yeah.
Maybe
So
maybe
moved.
leave $759 in the pot.
Okay. So what should be the motion?
79,000. 79,000.
Thousand.
Okay. So moved.
I'll second.
Any further discussion?
I'm confused. What's the motion for?
This is
The-
for the Immaculate Conception stained glass window restoration.
Okay.
All right, any discussion? All right, hearing none, we'll take the vote. Juanita,
Yes.
Steve,
Yes.
Judy,
Yes.
Rhonda,
Yes.
Clinton,
Yes.
Yolanda,
No.
Willie,
No.
Bob is a yes. All right, that depletes our funds, so we stop voting at this point.
Good idea.
All right. So moving on, the next item on the agenda is the budget for fiscal 26 for the year that begins July 1. Karen, can you bring that up on the screen?
I'm sorry, I was working on the spreadsheet. Could you ask me that question again, please?
Bring up the proposed budget.
Oh, okay. Hmm. Okay, sorry about that. Okay,
Hmm.
And can you enlarge it just a tad?
I sure can.
All right. So what we have here is, we're expecting that we'll take in about what we took in this year, which is $2,510,000 in CPA surcharge revenue. The state has advised all of its communities that this November's distribution from them will be 15% of what we took in, 15.9% of what we took in fiscal 25 that ends June 30th. And that's about 399,000. Interest earned is 262,000. So revenues are anticipated to be 3,171,000. Every year we have to put 10% into the housing reserve, 10% into the historic reserve, and 10% into the open space reserve. And then we can take up to 5% for administration. This year, we're projecting 122,700. And that leaves in the undesignated reserves $2,097,000. So any questions on this? All right, so I would entertain then a motion that we approve.
Bob, I'm sorry, I
Yes.
was muted. I had a question on the interest. Is that interest that we make on the deposits we have?
Yes,
That's pretty good.
yes, yeah, the money, well, the interest, because besides this money that you see here is, all the money that's still sitting in projects that haven't been fully paid out are
Oh,
earning interest.
that's very
Um,
interesting.
Yeah,
So-
now, obviously, if interest rates go down, this figure may go down. But the comptroller's office felt we were fairly safe in using this figure, which is the amount that we earned this year on our accounts.
Very impressive. Okay, I'm just wondering. I
Yeah,
want to get the same deal somewhere.
yeah.
Do you have two line items of office supplies?
Either. Well,
Yeah.
well, there's office supplies. There's other supplies and equipment. Yeah. Karen, do you know what that is? Is that our like Zoom stuff?
Yes, other supplies and equipment would be the Zoom and the Cognito software. And if we needed any equipment, flash drives, anything having to do with printer equipment, the what do you call it? The ink. So that would come under that for the ink. Yeah, mostly the ink. That does it. It's not a lot. So it is different than office supplies, which is usually the paper and
Ink.
I don't know. It probably could be combined. For office supplies, I use about maybe 500 a year, if that.
And
I-
keep in mind that anything that's not used at the end of the fiscal year comes back to our undesignated reserve account.
No, okay. Because I was wondering that do we do 2005 for project banners and plaques every year?
Yes.
Okay.
Close to that. Yes.
Okay, so a motion to accept the proposed budget
It's
for fiscal
Just excuse me 1 minute.
26.
I was on mute. I didn't realize that I was just talking here. What's a preservation consultant?
That's Shannon Walsh at the Pioneer Valley Planning Commission.
Okay.
Once again, all of our historic projects
Right,
have to
right. Now,
comply.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do know.
Do you want me to talk about the construction supervisor?
Not unless they have questions.
Okay.
Any questions?
No.
So a motion to accept the budget?
So move.
Thank you, Willie. A second?
I'll second.
Okay. So any other discussion before we take the vote? All right, so we'll start with Willie,
Yes.
Juanita,
Yes.
Yolanda,
Yes.
Clinton,
Yes.
Steve,
Yes.
Judy,
Yes.
Rhonda,
Yes.
Bob is a yes. Did I get everyone? All right. that concludes our agenda for tonight. What I will do now is I will contact City Council President Mike Fenton to talk about scheduling the recommendations at the next available city council meeting, which will be sometime in June. And I would invite folks to be there when I make the presentation.
So we don't have a meeting on June 3rd, correct?
We do have a meeting on June 3rd.
And when is the city council? What
Well, I
day?
don't know, other than to say I don't know yet.
Oh, okay.
So,
Yeah, I would like to know. That would be
Okay.
I'd love to
interesting.
see that too.
Yeah.
all right. So a motion to adjourn. All right, Clinton made the motion to adjourn.
I'll second.
All in favor, wave or say yes. All right.
Yes.
Thanks, everyone.
Yeah.
All right.
It's hard spending $3 million. It's not
Yeah.
easy.
Yeah. All right,
Everybody.
very
Good
good.
night.
Thanks so much. Bye.
Good
Bye.
night.